go. Get some brushes out. So I'm going to just show you my setup. So we've got the cup of water, a couple of paints, paintbrush, a palette, a cup to go by. If not, you can just copy mine. I've got my coffee ready. And this is the artwork which we're going to produce today. A pencil, a rubber, and a pen, and a piece of paper. And also yourself. So just wait one more minute and then we are ready to go. Oh, hi from the Isle of Man. Okay, so I'm going to set up, ready to go. I'm going to just pop it. Thank you for everyone that shared your artwork last time, by the way. It was so great to see all your artwork. It was honestly amazing. I might have to quit my day job because I'm getting too many good artists. Okay, so let's just set up here. So I've got like a kind of halo tripod which I put my phone into. Hi Lisa. Okay, so this is the setup. Bear with me for a second. And we are ready to go. For anyone that's just joined, we're going to be doing about an hour's art class of how to draw this. And it says, "You are my perfect cup of tea," and then you can gift it to somebody. You can also write somebody's name on it, and it looks really great. Get a nice frame for it, and it's a perfect image for the kitchen. So it's a perfect kitchen image. Oh, Art from Milo, thanks for joining. Sugar's ready. And hi from Cornwall. Hello. Okay. If anyone wants anything or needs anything, just let me know now before we start, because it's going to be an hour and it's going to be quite full on. You can write comments in the hour as well, but if anyone needs any information, just write it now. If the comments have got too much and they're going up the page, just click on the comments and they'll disappear. Or in the middle of your screen and the comments should just disappear. Okay, so if we're all ready and set, let's get started. So make sure you're comfortable and you've got a good space around you and you're in the mindset to create a wonderful, wonderful piece of art. So I have taken one of these cups from downstairs, which is a really beautiful set, which we're going to base our artwork on. But you don't obviously have to have the real cup in front of you, but here we go. So take your piece of paper, lovely clean piece of paper, and instead of doing it landscape like this, we're going to be going portrait, so straight upwards. So your piece of paper is portrait. You're going to then think about where we're going to position our cup. We don't want to make the cup like piddly and small in the corner. We don't want to make it too big. We want to really fill the space really beautifully around our artwork. If you can see here, the top bit was a bit messy. So I'm actually going to, when I get mine framed, I'm going to cut it at this line. So it becomes a perfect square, like a lovely square shape. And then it will be framed inside of the square. But if you want to move your cup up a little bit and frame it in an A4, you can do that. So let's start by making our cup. So take your pencil and we're going to start by drawing a circle, like a semicircle on your page, like so. So nice semicircle. It should look like a pancake shape. And then we're going to take our pencil and we're going to go down one side, down the other side, so they're kind of equal as possible, and along the bottom, creating a round movement at the bottom. So it's like a round half semicircle. And then, as you can see on the cup, we've got this little shape here. So we're going to put this shape in. So we're going to go down again from our semicircle one side, down the other side to create a round motion here. And then I'm going to just make it a little bit heavier, like so. If your cup's not a perfect shape, it doesn't matter. It actually gives it more character and more, you know, a bit more va-va-voom, as I'd say. Okay, then for the cup handle, we're going to come out from one side, a nice circle, and we're going to put in, as you can see, this shape. So it's the bit that when you hold a cup, this little bubble. So let's go out, and we can just come up slightly, and then a nice shape round and down. If you go wrong, don't worry about it. Take a rubber, and you can always rub the lines out. Like, I encourage you to rub things out, because no one gets things perfect at all. I always make mistakes the whole time. And then from the bottom part, we're going to go, so from the top line there, leave a little gap, and we're going to follow the pencil round and come down to here, like so. Hi everyone who's just joined. We are painting this morning. So we've got lots of people following along. If you'd like to join, grab a pencil and a piece of paper. So you should have something like this, and it should look pretty 3D. If you can make sure these are lovely and round here. You don't want a straight line, you want it to be curved. So make sure you've got that curve. So you've got a curve, one curve, two curves, three curves, and that one the other way. Okay, is everyone okay? Is it all going okay? Then we're going to create our teacup. So I've done two teacups. I've done one, and then I've done a plate on top. A saucer, sorry. We're going to create our saucer. So let's do our saucer here. If you want to do a round saucer, you can. I'm going to do this lovely frilly edge kind of saucer. So you're going to start from a little way up your cup here, and you're going to bring your saucer round, and then go from here again. If you want to go inside the line there, inside of your circle to start, follow your saucer around a little bit higher. So it's like a wiggly line. It's like a Mad Hatter's Tea Party kind of saucer. If you want to do a plain round saucer, you can do. I'm actually going to make mine a little bit more round here. And here, actually, this bit looks a bit skew-whiff. So don't be scared to use your rubber. As you can see, I've used mine a lot already. So you've got a kind of round circle of your saucer going right from one end, about halfway up your cup, all the way round, follow it round, up to here. If you do put it inside of this handle, it will look more 3D, because it will look like it's actually going round the cup. And then we're going to do our plate, which goes on the bottom. So another line, follow it round. A little bit there. Hi Katrina, thank you for joining. Okay, yeah, all the videos will be saved, so you won't need to worry about that. We are recording at the same time. So if you want to catch up, you can catch up on our YouTube channel, which is at Charlotte Posner. I can send you the link afterwards, and there's lots more videos on there. Okay, so you should have your cup and your saucer, something like that looks like this. So once you've got that and you're confident with it, we're going to then paint in the tea. So you're going to take your pencil and you're going to follow this line, but a smaller line. So it's going to follow inside of our teacup and follow round like so. So as you can see, we're going to be drawing this line inside of here to create our tea inside the cup. Then we're going to start adding some details in. So the lip of the teacup is going to come down here, and we're just going to follow this line, the bottom line of our cup. We're just going to follow it round, so as you can see, like one strong line. So there's a line under there. So this is going to be the lip of our cup. And if you take your rubber and just rub out the lines in between this shape, so it will start to take form and you can look like you're actually looking inside of the cup, as we can see. Okay, once you've done your drawing, can you all just let me know that you've finished your drawing and it kind of looks a little bit like this? If you just give me a thumbs up so that I know that you're on the same page. If you're having a problem with the comments on the screen, if you just press on the screen and the comments will come off, so you will be able to see the artwork. So just tap on the screen and the comments should all disappear. Okay, then we're going to leave our pencil to the side, leave our rubber to the side, and we're going to take our pen. So there's a method called crosshatching is what I've done here. So I'm going to actually, I don't know what that is on the back. I'm going to just take another piece of paper and just practice on the back some crosshatching just to show you. If you've got a spare piece of paper on the side, grab that piece of paper please for me, and we're just going to experiment with the pen doing some crosshatching. So I'll just give you a second to grab a piece of paper, or you can flip over the paper if it's a thicker card, because you won't see it. If it's a thin piece of paper, don't draw on the back because it will seep through into your paper. So I'm going to flip it over. If you don't have a rubber, don't worry, it's fine. Okay, so crosshatching. We're going to go over the whole thing with paint anyway. So take your pen, and we're going to start by doing little crosshatch experiment. So to create this deeper shadows, it's more intense crosshatch. So let's do this. So we're going to practice by doing 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, and try and make sure the space in between your crosshatching is equal as possible. Right, like so. And then flip your paper the other way, and you can go back the other way. This is a really, really old-fashioned method, and they used to do it a lot in etching. And you can create whole images with using this crosshatch method. Like so. And then you can get more intense, so you can go smaller. As you can see here. I find going quicker is easier, so it's quite a quick method. And it takes time to get this right, so don't worry if it's not so right. But can you see how this is a lot darker than this? And even if you go bigger, it's a lot lighter. So you can actually shade a whole artwork with using crosshatching, which is what we're going to do today. So this is the main technique of today. So if you've got this a little bit underway, let's flip back over, take your piece of paper again, and we're going to start by doing a little bit of crosshatching on our artwork. Use your pen and don't be scared. You know, if you get this wrong, don't worry about it. You can always do it again, or, you know, you can redo it anytime. So we're going to start with the darker areas of our artwork by doing quite an intense crosshatch. So I'm going to start inside of here, inside of the saucer. So let's start with doing some quite close together crosshatching. So I'm following the line of my saucer, like so, with all the crosshatch. And then I'm going to do it the other way. So I'm going to turn my artwork round and I'm going to start crosshatching the other way. So as you can see, this has formed a shadow. You see, it's like formed a shadow onto my saucer. So that was just a bit of practice with the crosshatch. We're going to do the design and then we're going to go over the whole thing in crosshatching, and the design and the crosshatch will work together and create a design like this. This is the part I want you to be really creative and really free. So we are going to decorate our cup and saucer however you like. If you want it to be similar to this, I'm going to do similar to this. You can, and you can copy it. Or you can start adding in your own pattern and texture and making up kind of patterns. You know when you sit down and you're on the phone to someone, or you're in your own world and you just go for a little doodle? This is where you can really experiment and do your doodles. Like I actually sit and do this thing. When I'm on the phone, I do like this kind of thing. If I'm on the phone, or I kind of do boxes. So you can literally just experiment with doodles and put doodles all over your cup, wherever you like them. I'm going to start with this bit here, and then we're going to work around, and we're going to all put a message on our cup. So I've put you on my perfect cup of tea. But if you want to write to someone, a loved one, your grandparents, or you want to send it to a friend, you can always put you and then put their name on my perfect cup of tea, or you can put I love you, or any message you would like to give to someone. This artwork, if you want to gift, and gifting art is such a lovely present. If you want to do that, then you can write your message inside the cup and on the cup. So we're going to obviously make it look like it's going round the cup as well. So let's start with, I'm going to do you are my perfect cup of tea again. So I'm going to just write it out first in capitals. So I'm going to write it first, and then I'm going to go over it afterwards. So you are my perfect, well, my spelling is atrocious, so I've got to get it right. E C. I'm really dyslexic, everyone, but that makes me creative. So you are my perfect cup. I'm going to make the cup look like it's disappearing behind the cup and it's wrapping round. So I'm going to do it on the side so it kind of comes like this. Cup. Follow the line across here so it looks like it's curving round. Cup of tea. T-E-A. And then I'll do a few hearts. And then you can start working into your letters. If you want to make it a different font, like I might put like little lines onto my font. Like so. All little lines on the edges of my artworks, of my letters. Tea. And then you can make it thicker by going over them a bit more with a pen. Or if you've got a thick marker pen you want to use, you can use marker. Like so. It doesn't have to be perfect as well, but try and get it as neat as you can. With the message that you want to write, you obviously don't have to do the same message as me. You are... How are you all doing? Hi Maeve, thank you for loving our products and helping us with everything. If anyone's got any questions, please send them over. I can answer any of your questions. And just continue if you're continuing. You are my perfect. I love a tea. Especially being at home, I've been drinking it all day. Okay, when you've finished doing the writing, give me a thumbs up so I know to continue, please. Little hearts. Let me know if the comments, if you just tap on the centre of the screen, the comments should drop down so that you don't see them on the screen. So just let me know if that's going okay, because the comments will feed up your screen. So if you just tap on it, they should disappear. And then you'll be able to see the artwork better. So you should have by now, you on my perfect cup of tea or a message of your choice on your cup. And then I'm going to start decorating my cup. So I'm going to do like a squiggle here, little lines in the middle. So I really want you to experiment however you like on your cup. When you get to the edges, make sure it goes right up to the edge. And if you're doing a line, so can you see I'm doing lines and it looks like it will curve round the cup and round the artwork. Do some lines like this, some squares. We can do a little jewel. I'm going to show you how to do a jewel. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. You do a little 5 lines in the middle, drawing up the edges. And then you can do a little bling, 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 bling. Little jewels on our cup, or diamond-shaped jewels. Is a box with 4 in the middle, join up the lines, bling, 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 bling. If you want to do some jewels on the edge of your cup so it looks like it's stuck on, go to the edge of your cup and you make it look like it comes out. So we go 1, 2, 3, like so, and then that will sit on the side like this and it will follow around. So it looks like it's actually on the side stuck on, or you can put like little baubles on and make them look like they're on the actual cup as well. Can you see? They're like on the side. If you want. And then we can put some leaves on here. You can do some hearts. If you want to make the artwork look a bit more like stronger, then you can go over your pen a little bit more. Let's do some flowers. Follow that line around in the pen. And you can also fill gaps in. So you can do stronger shapes. You could do some leopard print. So leopard print, you go curve round, make a blob, like a N. And then you do another print in the middle here. And then you do another one, like a shape. What else have we got? You can do little flower circles with dots in the middle. You can do some dots around. Really doodle and really have fun. Make it your own. I want you all to send me your artwork at the end so I can see each and every one of yours, please, to see your own stamp on your cup. So if you either share it on Instagram or on our Facebook page, it would be great to see your work. Let's do some dots. Do some, what else should we do? Let's do some shapes. Just fill the gap. Just literally making it up as I go along. Don't go over this line yet, over this rim. We're going to create it so it looks like it's going dipping down, like round and down. Let's do some nice flowers. Some stems. Just really fill your cup up. Some more dots. Like, try and fill all of the space. as much as you can. When you come to this top rim here, we're going to make it look like it's folding by starting from this line here, and we're going to fold out, like so. So you're going to make it look like it's curved. I'm going to colour this in. So can you see it looks like it's curving round? Oh, if you've drawn on it, don't worry at all. If you've already drawn on it. But if you can, add some more bits on. So draw around, and if I do dots, I'm going to just go to the edge, and it will look like it's following round the cup. Can you see that bend? Don't know if you can see. And if you want to make sure, can you see on this one, I've done a line and it kind of goes round and then down. So it's like a separate piece. So let's go round here. Really stop at that line and make it feel like a line. Like so. You can fill this in, do some spots. And then it's like a leaf here. Do whatever you like. If you want to draw a cat, if you want to draw a bug, if we could draw a little, like a little bumblebee. Just draw a little bumblebee. Black and white stripe. Bzzz. Bumblebee. A stripey. But try not to go over the line or over the line. How are you doing, everyone? Is it going okay? Should look something like this, hopefully. And just really experiment with shape. Try not to make them touch, so try and let equal space around all of the shapes. It doesn't matter if it does, some of them. And just really have fun and doodle all over our cup. Don't go inside of this bit as well, please. If you haven't already, just please keep this bit clear. Let's do some like little triangles. So you've created your shape of your cup with your pencil. You've got the handle, you've got the cup, and you've got the saucers and the plate underneath. Now we're taking our pen and we're doing doodling all inside of our cup. You should have a message on your cup, an edge that goes round here, and a little bit of cross-hatching. Okay, let's continue. Okay, then let's move on. If you finish that, has everyone nearly done? If anyone needs more time to do this doodles and fill their cup up, you can always leave it until afterwards and do it afterwards. It doesn't all have to be done now. I'm now going to move onto my cup, onto my saucer. Okay, I'll give you like a few more minutes to continue on here. I'll do a bit more. Whilst you're doodling away, I'm going to just recommend this pen. It's a Uniball pen, which is like a fine ink pen, and it's great because it's water resistant, so you can paint on your artwork and you can splash water on it and it doesn't move. And I'm going to be using acrylic paint. The difference between acrylic, I use Daler and Rowney acrylic paint, and the difference between acrylic paint and oil paint is that when you use oil paint, you use turpentine, and it's a really strong, like terps, or you use white spirit to mix it with the paint to make it thinner, and it's a really strong smell. But if you use acrylic paint, you can use them with water, because acrylic's made of plastic and oil paints are made from natural pigments and oil. So it's a good way to use acrylic paint. I really recommend it, especially for indoors, and you get the most beautiful bright colour acrylic paints. You can use System 3. I'm going to just show you the paint just for future. Just make a note of it. So this is System 3 acrylic paint, which is great to use. You can use that, or poster paint is fine if you've got it. It doesn't have to be acrylic. Okay, so hopefully you've got a bit further along your cup. Is everyone caught up? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to go to the next stage. I really appreciate all the younger artists that are with us today as well. Like, well done for getting involved and being patient. If you need more time, you can always go back to it afterwards. So we're going to now start painting our other teacup. The second, saucer. The saucer. Okay, so I'm going to do dots on my saucer. So start by doing the dots. Dotty, dotty. If you don't have paint, you can use pencil, you can use crayons, you can use felt tip, whatever you have as a colour. So I'm doing all dots on my saucer. And go over where you did your cross-hatching. Lots of dots, but you can do whatever you want on your saucer. Then I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to just do a line where when we do the staining, you could use coffee if you don't have ink as an alternative. So you should slowly have an artwork coming together. Let's move on to our handle, and we're going to do some cross-hatching inside of the shadow areas, like so. So we're going to come inside of the handle, and the movement is going to be round. So it's going actually round, so it looks like it's shaped. So we're going to do a little cross-hatching inside of our shadow in here. So nice round movements. So one way then the other. Tiny little C's, and then these ones are going the other way, and then we're going to go the other way, lines, and don't worry if they don't go all the way round. You can do like little lines there, little lines there, little lines there, and you'll see it starts to make a shadow. And then again on our little lump thing, the little bit where you hold it, going to go round, little C's, like quite bigger C's, and the other way. Cross-hatching there. And then again on the bottom part, follow the pen round so it looks like it's really bending. And try not to go over this line. Up we go. And then across, like so. So you should have some shading on your handle. And then let's start doing some shadowing inside of the cup. So over your writing on one side, you're going to follow the line here just a bit, and you're going to start doing some cross hatching. Don't be scared of going over your writing. Because you can still see the writing through it, but it will give it a shadow. Like so. And then we can follow these lines round to make them look more defined. If you need to turn your artwork around to do these lines so that you can see the line, might be easier. So you can see it with your pen, and then the other way. See, I went over a little bit here. I can't wait to see all of your artworks. And then let's follow the top line round as well, just to define cup and inside where our T is going to go. So you're following your pencil lines to create really strong structural cup. And let's start going inside of the tip where the T is. So nice big lines across. Equal spaces if you can in between your cross hatching. Just remember, this is art. It's your interpretation. It's just fun. It doesn't have to match perfectly. Don't put pressure on yourself at all. We're just experimenting. If you need to go back and have another go after this, you can. It's not a problem at all. If you want to message me for tips or anything, please do after this. I'm here, ready to talk to you guys. Whatever anyone needs, I'm here to talk to. So if you want to talk about it afterwards, please just don't hesitate and just get in touch. Then we're going to do some darker cross hatching along the sides as well, inside of the cup. So as tight as you can. Follow the edge on one side and again across the other way. Like this. It's taken me quite a while to do this actually. So if you can't get it, do not worry. It took me actually ages. If you can get it, it's brilliant. And here as well. Some strong cut. So can you see it is starting to take shape? It's really starting to take shape. You've got the cross hatching on top of our doodle work with the layer of pencil underneath, which you shouldn't really be able to see anymore. And it's really, really coming together. Let's get our bottom bit of our cup. Let's do some cross hatching on there as well. So it's where the shadows are.